Toko, you have a torch with you. Can I borrow a light for a few minutes? I'm streaming to my YouTube page today. But I am too dark. Oh, that's better. Oh, you're using it? Oh, yeah, it's streaming right now, so just...
Vatra, made for all, made for life.
Welcome back. We now continue with the news. Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Stanley Kakubo, has told Parliament that all Zambian nationals that have agreed to be evacuated home from Ukraine will arrive in the country this Friday. Mr. Kakubo said parents and guardians must ensure that all students that have been secured board the plane and no other alternative arrangements are made. Delivering a ministerial statement, Mr. Kakubo disclosed that government will facilitate for the return of students back to Ukraine to complete their studies once the situation normalizes. Mr. Kakubo said the Zambian missions abroad have continued to facilitate for the evacuation of Zambian nationals from Ukraine into other countries such as Romania and Hungary. In other news, Commerce, Trade and Industry Minister Chipoka Mlenga has said the 2022 Zambia International Trade Fair will be held under strict COVID-19 guidelines, and Mr. Mlenga said his ministry will soon be coming up with an advertisement package to make this year's show a success. The minister said this when he and his mine counterpart, Paul Kabuswe, called on Copperbelt Permanent Secretary Augustine Kasongo. He said government's emphasis for this year's International Trade Fair will look on increased production in the agricultural sector. And Mr. Kasongo called on the Ministry of Commerce to equip small-scale miners with both technical and business skills for them to contribute to the country's revenue collection. Mr. Kasongo said the provincial administration has been instructed by Cabinet Office to devise a plan on how to implement provisions of the UPND manifesto in mining. Zambia last held the International Trade Fair in 2018 and failed to hold the Trade Forum due to the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic. In other news, the Council of Non-Governmental Organizations in NGOs in Zambia has called on President Hakainde Hichilema to arrest the excitement in some top government officials. The council's chairperson, MacDonald Chipenzi, states that there are some top government officials who have some elements of behavior that can bring the name of the President Hichilema apart from the Minister of Community Development to cancel the commemoration of the World NGO Day, which was slated for 27th February because the current council's mandate, which was organizing the event, came.
When he intimidated or allegedly intimidated and directed the permanent secretary at the Ministry of Community Development and Social Services to postpone the World NGO Day. Is this the way government must operate? Is this the way government should operate and must waste resources? This could only be, we believe that such elements like Nicholas Lee are the ones frustrating all efforts by the president to engage and better the lives of Zambians.
And finally, the Local Government and Rural Development Minister, Gary Nkombo, has dissolved the Board of Directors of the Local Authority Superannuation Fund, LASF or LASF. In a video made available to the iWAVE Radio News, Mr. Nkombo announced that the dissolution is pursuant to the provision of Section 41, Chapter 248 of the Local Authorities Superannuation Fund Act as read with Article 270 of the Constitution of the Republic of Zambia.
Of Section 41, Chapter 284 of the Local Authorities Superannuation Fund Act, as read with Article 270 of the Constitution of the Republic of Zambia, I wish to announce to the nation the dissolution of the Board of Directors for Local Authority Superannuation Fund LASIF, which was dissolved with effect from 22nd of February 2022, by virtue of being the appointing authority and in line with the established law. I wish to thank the outgoing board for having served the country to the best of their ability, and at this juncture, only wish them well in their future endeavors.
Well, on that note, we end the news, but before we go, we look at the headlines.
This is iWAVE Radio News.
Chililabombwe Council penalizes two wholesalers, and bus fares remain the same despite hike in fuel prices. Also, Local Government and Rural Development Minister Gary Nkombo dissolves the Board of Directors for Local Authorities Superannuation Fund. Thank you so much for having joined us today on the iWAVE Radio News at 10. I am Jimmy Kanasha. Continue listening to iWAVE Radio.
This news bulletin on iWAVE Radio is
Thank
brought
you,
to you in
Tonko.
association with Vatra Mineral Water. Vatra, made for all, made for life.